Starting in the name of Allah, the most merciful, mighty and gracious to all. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and welcome to the class of inferential statistics. Dear students, today we are going to discuss the next lecture, lecture number 5. In lecture number 5, again our main theme is sampling distribution of mean. If you remember, in the last class, in the 4th lecture, we have explained sampling distribution of mean by with replacement method. If you remember, I told you that in the 5th lecture we will explain sampling distribution of mean by another technique, that is without replacement method. Each and everything is same. Whatever the formula we have used for the last sampling distribution of mean, same formulas again we have to apply. Just only the difference is that now this time we are going to solve the question with the help of without replacement method. And if you remember, without replacement method, it has its own formula. Again, the same which we have discussed, that our major topic, that is sampling distribution. And we had started our first distribution, that was sampling distribution of mean. And if you remember, I told you that sampling distribution of mean, our first population parameter, we will discuss with the two approaches. One we had already discussed, that was sampling distribution of mean by with replacement method, and today in this session we are going to discuss sampling distribution of mean by without replacement method. Same magasis, as I told you, under the sampling distribution of mean, we will calculate that the sampling distribution of mean, it must be equal to your population mean. Sangache, last time population had a formula, already we have discussed. Same sampling distribution average, it also has a formula. Same maga do formulae di, which we have discussed in the last class. तथास्तो यादी last lecture की हम अंदर formula नमा इस्तेफादा करी हुआ, that was summation x bar f of x bar, and here summation f into x bar divided by summation f. Now us हम same अंदर formula ना बमुंगा इस्तेफादा को. You can use this one formula, even you can use that formula as well. Both the formulas will give you the same answer. Now this time I have applied the second one formula. दिन हमें सिर्फ इस्तेफादा करें. Summation f x bar divided by summation f to calculate the value of mu x bar. लेकिन this time question चिकम दे अगा without replacement न दे. Without replacement mean चिकम जे वापस replacement न की about the sample selection. So if तासु तयादी in the 3rd lecture I explained जो कल हम without replacement concept राशि, so without replacement had clear its own formula. सही हुआ. आगे सिर्फ और सिर्फ formula से था, आगे सिर्फ और सिर्फ formula के we have n combination small n. Is it? Now let me highlight it. अवल वज़े तासुला the combination formula explain कमा बोले चदा question के बिया इस्तेफादा कीगी, so the thing must be clear to you. कोरा formula दा capital N C mean combination and small n. Formula दा capital N factorial divided by capital N minus a small n factorial and into n factorial. Now us awal da formula ugori how we have to solve this formula. Already we have munga velem de, lekin da question ke istifada ki, so therefore in advance I'm going to explain it here. Suppose capital N has a value of 5 and small n has a value 2. Now us kam se tasu sara capital N de put 5 और कम से सारा small n दे put there 2. सही हुआ. उसको capital N पजिमा ने सारा रहा 5 factorial, capital N minus small n whole factorial. Now that is सारा 5 minus 2, that is सारा whole factorial. And here you have n factorial and that सारा small n then 2 factorial. उस खबर रहा 5 factorial था. Now if you notice gura factorial sitawi. Factorial means chikam your digit factorial taso akhasal gwari. Whatever the factorial clear of the digit you have to multiply clear up to 1. मतलब the 5 factorial ने no 5 ना 19 tar 1 पूरे multiply करी. मतलब 5 multiply 4 multiply 3 multiply 2 multiply 1. That is the reverse multiplication up to 1. 0 सरा ज़क न दिखू चुवले 0 चदे अगा हर यो शे चदे अब 0 से फर्की. No that is सरा 5 factorial. उसका लेट सपोज तासो सरा 6 factorial. No 6 the reverse राजी 6 multiply 5, multiply 4, multiply 3, multiply 2, multiply 1. सही हो दा फैक्टोरियल कॉन्सेप्ट है ना उस सेम 5 फैक्टोरियल अक्का शांतुरी कई 5 minus 2 the gora 5 minus 2 that is known as your 3 factorial and here is your 2 factorial da akka shante wapas 2 factorial us the 5 factorial chikam de da me open kade de open ke class ke gora 5 multiply 4 and multiply 3 factorial में निकले दे दा वली चे लांदे मासरा दलता 3 factorial दे दा दे साथ 3 factorial नुमावे चे दा 3 factorial और दा 3 factorial दा ब cancel ची direct नो पासा तासा सरा 5 multiply 4 पाते शो लांदे 2 factorial पाते शो is it 5 multiply 4 दिना बस तासा सरा राशि 20 दा 20 रागले दे 5 multiply 4 ना और लांदे चे दे 2 factorial means 2 so 20 divided by 2 that is known as your 10 samples. Now the formula which I had explained already in my without replacement method. Us now question solve kau sampling distribution already ma solve kare sampling distribution of the mean by without replacement method. Gura the way a population contains 4 values. Your population de age ke salur value gani di. Suppose 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 values. Capital N already given there, that is 5. A sample of size 2 that comes size 2 then it is known as your small n. Say sure that is known as your small n. That is small n. Say sure. Now a population contains 5 values. A sample of size 2 is selected by come your method there without replacement method. Deta WOR हम वही उस वही draw all possible samples. अवल खुदा total sample जिसम दे दा draw कई चाहर your size sample शो रही 2. तो कता सो फिक्र रुकी दा गोरा दा total sample में जुड़ी करी दी. हर your size चीज़े आ 2 दे गोरा 2 4 2 6 2 8 2 10 4 6. नो मतलब सिर्फ दो पक्के digits थी. And then verify. So verify that mu x bar equal to mu. The sampling distribution average, it must be equal to your population parameter average. Now first of all, method we have used the method that was without replacement method. So therefore I have mentioned here that by without replacement method, it means first we have to use this formula which in the recent last slide I have explained. Now look at here where you have capital N, that is 5 already given in the question. Small n, that is already 2 given in the question. Now put the values in the formula. On the place of capital N put 5, on the place of small n put 2. Now capital N contains 5 factorial, small n capital N minus small n 5 combination 2, and here small n, that is 2 factorial. Again 5 factorial, here is your 5 factorial. Now 5 minus 2 factorial, that is 3 factorial, and 2 factorial is the same 2 factorial. Up in the last class, in the last slide, already I have explained that 5 factorial you can open 5 multiply 4 up to 3 factorial, and the last is 3 factorial. Why you can further make it more split, like for example 3 multiply 2 multiply 1, but there is no need. Directly shortly 3 factorial should be cancelled with 3 factorial. Is it? Now you have 5 multiply 4, and here is the 5 multiply 4, and the last clear over, that is 2 factorial, and here is 2 factorial. Now 5 multiply 4 you will get 20, 2 factorial matlab 2 zar by 1, again tasu sara 2 rashi. Now 20 divided by 2 you will get the 10 samples. Up now what does it mean? It means that when you have a population of 5 values and you want to select a sample of size 2, so total by without replacement method you can totally make 10 samples. Is it? So now I want to make 10 samples. Here that is the serial number. Look at here from 1 up to 10. These are total 10 samples. Up, what is the difference between with replacement and without replacement? If you remember, in the with replacement there was a repetition. Some of the samples were repeated. And now in the without replacement there is no replacement, so there is no repetition. Now how you have to find out clear, or how you have to make these samples? Now look at here, let's start from the first. 2 with 4, then 2 with 6, then 2 with 8, then 2 with 10. That is totally the forward clear combination. Here look at here, first start with 2 with 4, 2 with 6, 2 with 8, then 2 with 10. Next let's start from the 4. First 4 with 6, 4 with 8, 4 with 10, and then 6 with 8, 6 with 10, and the last 8 with 10. if you notice students, there is no repetition in any of the sample. The size of the sample is 2, लेकिन there is no repetition clear in the sample as a whole. Now I want to calculate same mu x bar equal to mu. First I want to calculate mu x bar. Look at here. Here I have mentioned I want to calculate sampling distribution average, because that is known as your, here it is called your sampling distribution. I want to calculate its average. For this definitely I require this formula, this one formula or that one formula. Both the formulas you can apply. Same answer darkai. Up for this first I need x bar. Look at here. Now in this formula I have applied this formula. First you need x bar, and here I have calculated x bar, which I had calculated in the last question. How you have to calculate? Look at here. 2 plus 4, add up both the numbers and divide by 2. 2 plus 4, here is 2 plus 4 divided by 2. You will get 4 plus 2, that is 6, divided by 2, that is equal to 3. Same is the next. 6 plus 2, that is 8, divided by 2, that is 4. Why divided by 2? Because the sample size is 2. You only have the 2 sample points in the pair. So therefore you can calculate x bar. This column is known as your x bar. Up the next thing is, again I calculated the x bar. The reason is now I need f, mata f pakar de, frequency. So now I took again this column x bar. Let's start from the first, the least value 3, then the greatest value 4, then the highest value 5, then highest value 6, then highest value 7, then highest value 8, and then the last highest value, that is 9. Now check out the frequency. Make a frequency column. उस frequency जोड़ दे. Frequency means check out that how many times 3 is repeating in this column. 3 is repeating only once, 4 is repeating only once, 5 is repeating twice. Let me highlight it. The maha question de chikama last time tasula hal kare hum dekora. 5 yodali repeat ki, 5 dalta dobara repeat ki. So therefore in front of 5 I have written down 2. Up 6 is repeating again twice. Yoda de 6 or yoda de 6. Say shwa. No 6 makhila mi likhe de gora 2. 7 is repeating again twice. So in front of 7 again you have 2. Up 8 is repeating only once. No yaw me likhe de. 9 is repeating only once. No 9 makhila mi siraf 1 likhe de. Up add up all the values of f. Say shwa, that will give you simply 10. This is the root of nashtade. Now we need what? We need f dot x. Say shwa, here is the column f dot x bar. The x bar matlab f multiply with x bar. The totally value gan chikamedi da sasu sara f value gani. Da chikamedi, these are the values of your x bar. Say shwa. Now multiply. 1 multiply 3, you will get 3. 1 multiply 4, you will get 4. Now 8 multiply 1, you will get 8. Up according to formula you need what? You need summation. Jamai kai. Add up all the values, you will get 60. Now 60 is what? 60 is the summation of f of x. Up here is, look at here, put the values in the formula. Summation f of x, the summation f of x, that is equal to 60. So da me put kara de padezi mane 60. Up now in the formula you need summation f. That baches taso sara summation f. Add up all the values of f. Here is summation f, that is 10. The gura summation f mane, I wrote it down 10 here. So 60 divided by 10, that is equal to 6. So now 6 is the value of your sampling distribution average. Now according to formula I need the next average, which is known as your population average. So population average already we have solved the formula, the summation x divided by n. Up now summation x. Summation x means add up all the population data. So population move sarste data gori 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Da rashi bache the total value gane chikam the summation de kana jama de no da add up kai. When you will add up the values you will get 30 divided by capital N. Capital N means number of values. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 divided by 5. No, 5 is taksim kai, you will get 6. Now this 6 is the value of your population parameter. So we can say simply that sampling distribution average and population average both are equal to 6 when we apply the without replacement method. Now with replacement or without replacement ke sirf aur sirf da chikam do formulae di sirf the dui fark de, baki rest of the thing is same. Hope inshallah a bit idea will be clear. Thank you so much.